Hello again, this is Bill from BR's Custom Bars. And right now we're ready to do a final solder on a few of our wire connections here. So we're going to show you how we do that right now. We've already put the wire together. The wire's been twisted together kind of in a small 1/4 of an inch area, maybe close to a half. We try to go a 1/4. We got a little bit of solder and our soldering gun. All we're going to do is put a little bit of heat to the side. This seems to heat up. A few seconds. It takes a minute or two. There we go. Whoops. It's kind of hard to keep it steady sometimes. A little bit of solder melting on there. Your wire connection is now soldered together. Once that cools, as you can see, we have a really good connection there. Cools down right away. So what you got now is you want to solder them together, all of your connections, because what ends up happening is if you just butt connect things and use the little clips you get in some of the other kits, you got a chance of wires loosening up or coming apart in your bars, and you don't want that. What we're going to do now is slide the heat shrink tube up, and we've already assembled on our wire before we started this. Remember, you don't want to forget this. Take your little heat gun now. I prefer the heat gun. As you can see, it's shrinking. It gives you a nice protective coating on the wire. Keeps the wires from shorting out now against each other on the other connections. And you can too, which we haven't done here. It's nice to maybe sometimes stagger your connections, but these connections are so small and so petite that really you don't have to. But we're going to do the same procedure from this procedure on the other end, which will be down here on the other end of the bar. So this can be hooked into your back into your wiring harness of your bike. So one thing you might be able to try and do, we have a nice industrial type heat gun. You might be able to try a home hair dryer, which it might get hot enough. I've never done it, but I think it could work for your heat shrink. And another thing you can use too is a lighter, a regular Bic lighter, and just keeping it low enough so the flame's not burning the plastic. But then that way it'll just heat it so it shrinks it enough. I highly recommend using the heat shrink. This way you do not have any problems in the future. I've heard of guys using the other little butt connectors and they just have problems constantly. So this is how we do it. We hope you enjoyed the little video and hope this helps you out in your projects at home. Thank you very much.